Welcome back, guys. So, if you recall, last time the earthly natives had landed on Mars and now they can see many weird changes. Suddenly, this shocking news comes. They have been stranded on Mars forever now. What will happen now? Let us find that out in this part. Go about our business, of course. Raise crops and children. Wait, keep things going until the war ends and the rockets come again. The two boys stepped out onto the porch. Children, he said, sitting there, looking beyond them. I have something to tell you. We know, they said. He looked with dismay at their house. Even the house, the wind's done something to it. The air's burned it. The fog at night, the boards all warped out of shape. It's not an earthman's house anymore. Oh, your imagination. He put on his coat and tie. I'm going into town. We've got to do something now. I'll be back. Wait, Harry, his wife cried. But he was gone. In town, on the shadowy step of the grocery store, the men sat with their hands on their knees, conversing with great leisure and ease. Mr. Bittering wanted to fire a pistol in the air. What are you doing, you fools? He thought. Sitting here. You've heard the news. We're stranded on this planet. Well, move! Aren't you frightened? Aren't you afraid? What are you going to do? Hello, Harry, said everyone. Look, he said to them. You did hear the news the other day, didn't you? They nodded and laughed. Sure, Harry. What are you going to do about it? Do, Harry, do? What can we do? Build a rocket. That's what. A rocket, Harry? To go back to all that trouble? Oh, Harry. But you must want to go back. Have you noticed the peach blossoms, the onions, and the grass? Why, yes, Harry. Seems we did, said one of the men. Doesn't it scare you? Can't recall that it did much, Harry. Idiots. Now, Harry, Bittering wanted to cry. You've got to work with me. If we stay here, we'll all change. The air, don't you smell it? Something is in the air. A Martian virus, maybe, some seed or a pollen. Listen to me. They stared at him. Sam, he said to one of them. Yes, Harry. Will you help me build a rocket? Harry, I got a whole load of metal and some blueprints. You want to work in my metal shop on a rocket? You're welcome. I'll sell you that metal for $500. You should be able to construct a right pretty rocket if you work alone in about 30 years. Everyone laughed. Don't laugh. Sam looked at him with quite good humor. Sam, Bittering said, your eyes. What about them, Harry? Didn't they used to be grey? Well, now I don't remember. They were, weren't they? Why do you ask, Harry? Because now they're kind of yellow-colored. Is that so, Harry? Sam said casually. And you're taller and thinner. You might be right, Harry. Sam, you shouldn't have yellow eyes. Harry, what color of eyes have you got? Sam said. My eyes? They're blue, of course. Here you are, Harry. Sam handed him a pocket mirror. Take a look at yourself. Mr. Bittering hesitated and then raised the mirror to his face. There were little, very dim flecks of new gold captured in the blue of his eyes. Now look what you've done, said Sam a moment later. You've broken my mirror. Harry Bittering moved into the metal shop and began to build the rocket. Men stood in the open door and talked and joked without raising their voices. Once in a while, they gave him a hand on lifting something, but mostly they just idled and watched him with their yellowing eyes. It's supper time, Harry, they said. His wife appeared with his supper in a wicker basket. I won't touch it, he said. I'll eat only food from our deep freeze. Food that came from the earth. Nothing from our garden. Well, that's breaking news. Harry is building a rocket. Maybe there is some chance for the troubled Earthlings to go back to Earth. However, he is not getting much support from other Earthlings. Let's see what follows.